Hey, Shalom, Shalom, Kalakim, right? First and foremost, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'asham Yahushai, Ba'asham Rakakwadash, WMC apostles and elders of Great Millstone, that rule well and peace and blessings to the elect, right? Peace and blessings to the brothers and them around the four corners of the globe who doing this work in sincerity and in truth, putting their life on the line for it. And who holding that faith in Yahushai steadfast. And this year is number one from the Great Millstone Camp in Trinidad. And I just coming back to do a lesson. We're going to call the lesson yet. But I believe I will go into prophecies. And these people on earth who do understand that. Alright, let me get a precept then. Genesis 9. Genesis chapter 8. Genesis chapter 8 and verse 21. It says, And the Lord Yahweh smelled a sweet savour, and Yahweh said in his heart, I will not again curse the ground any more for man's sake, for the imagination of his heart is evil from his youth, neither will I again smite any more every living thing as I have done. Yes, no, It's built, man. It's an impromptu. Looking for where the Lord made the covenant. I believe it's in chapter 9. So. Right. Genesis chapter 9 and verse 11. It says, And I will establish my covenant with you, neither shall all flesh be cut off any more by the waters of a flood, neither shall there be any more be a flood to destroy the earth. It says, And the power said, This is the token of the covenant which I make between me and you and every living creature that is with you. For perpetual generations I do set my bow in the cloud, and it shall be for a token of a covenant between me and the earth. It shall come to pass when I bring a cloud over the earth, that the bow shall be seen in the cloud. And I will remember my covenant which is between me and you and every living creature of all flesh, and the water shall no more become a flood to destroy all flesh. So the Lord say, but back then, and every nation on earth, every race of people, every culture have this story that there was a flood, a great flood that destroyed all people back then. And see now every nation and every culture have this story. The Lord now say out of your own mouth that He not going to do that again. That was the first time and that would be the last time He would do that. Destroy all flesh with waters. But He did promise that He would destroy man again. Because He says Sodom and Gomorrah was set forth for an example. In the book of 2 Peter, the 2nd chapter. So now I change. 2 Peter, the 2nd chapter, and the 6th verse says, And turning the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah into ashes, condemned them with an overthrow, making them an ensample unto those that after should live ungodly, and deliver just Lot vexed with the filthy conversation of the wicked. Right? So Sodom and Gomorrah was made for an example or an example, and how Sodom and Gomorrah was destroyed in the same book of Genesis. I read from verse 1, right? And I'll jump down to the point. Genesis chapter 19, verse 1. And there came two angels to Sodom at even, and Lot sat in the gate of Sodom. And Lot, seeing them, rose up to meet them, and he bowed himself with his face toward the ground. So these were the angels coming to Sodom. So now, they read the story. They wanted, the men of Sodom saw the two men walk into Sodom that day, and in the night they was banging down Lot's door to get the men on them, to have sex with them, to rape the men on them. And the angels blinded them and say, surely this place had to be destroyed. This place is too wicked. So this is how Sodom was destroyed. The Genesis, the 19th chapter. And 24th verse. It says, then Yahweh rained upon Sodom and upon Gomorrah brimstone and fire from Yahweh out of heaven. It says, but his wife looked back from behind him, because the angels tell him, hey, run and don't look back. And she became a pillar of salt. That is why Yahushua say, remember Lot's wife. Because the place got also to go and be destroyed by fire. And if you look back into this world, you'll become like Lot's wife. A pillar of salt. And Abraham got up early in the morning to the place where he stood before Yahweh, and he looked toward Sodom and Gomorrah and toward all the land of the plain, and beheld, and lo, the smoke of the country went up as the smoke of a furnace. So the Lord destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah with brimstone and with fire, and it was set forth for an example unto those that should after live ungodly. So this is what I'm saying. Are there evidences or proof that it have instruments capable on this earth today to bring such a thing to pass? Okay, all you can't omit the Most High Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua of the picture. But to you fucking dumb niggas who in atheism and Jesus Christ thing, it have instruments of things that could rain fire upon the earth and wipe off millions of people in a split second. Okay, yes, they do. And you know who created them instruments? The Lord. This is why I say you can't omit him out the picture, because he covered that. The book of Isaiah, the 54th chapter and the 16th verse. And it says, behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire, and that bringeth forth an instrument for his work, and I have created a waster to destroy. I've created a waster to destroy. That is them nuclear missiles. And there's rising tensions between various nations that have these missiles. So how the hell was your plan to escape such a destruction should happen? You have no plan. And you know what? America living like Sodom and Gomorrah right now. So the Lord promised something. And the Lord say that his words in the next chapter after this, Isaiah 54, in Isaiah 55, it says, and verse 8, for my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, saith the Most High. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. So, to all you who thinking that you and the Most High equal, you and him completely set apart. The Lord is in heaven and thou upon earth. So let thy words be few. The scripture say that. Let's see if I get out here quick. Now we'll come back to that scripture later. Speak no more exceeding proudly. Right. Sir, Ecclesiastes chapter 5 verse 2 says, be not rash with thy mouth, and let not thy heart be hasty to utter anything before the Most High. For the Most High is in heaven, and thou upon earth, therefore let thy words be few. So going back to the Isaiah 55 and 8, for my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, saith the Lord. Well, I was thinking that the Lord equal with all you, but it's a lie. For as the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts. For as the rain cometh down and the snow from heaven, and returneth not thither, but watereth the earth, and maketh it bring forth and bud, that it may give seed to the sower and bread to the eater, so shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper in the thing whereto I sent it. Them wasters to destroy, the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire, is them scientists that created them nuclear missiles. The waster to destroy is them nuclear missiles. So the Lord created that. The Lord put his spirit on these men to make these bombs that they don't even understand what they create. You should watch documentaries on Chernobyl. And the reason why I always talk about that is because I recently watched it and I was like, whoa. Them man all didn't understand the thing, because that was the first time something like that happened. And they didn't understand what they really make after they detonate Hiroshima and Nagasaki. But that was a bomb went off. A bomb didn't go off in Chernobyl. Just a reactor fucking bomb exploded. A nuclear reactor. And the radiation from that. A bomb didn't just detonate. Just the radiation killed. Some articles saying 50 people. Some saying over 6,000. You know, you saw this lie. But the point is, the Lord had these things on them on the earth. So, if you're into atheism and all of that, and you say, well, they don't have a God, so Sodom and Gomorrah, which, hey, the Lord is blessed forever and ever. That me had Tawab. Right? Which means always I'm good. You say you don't have a God, so that Sodom and Gomorrah thing can happen. And that missiles created. The scripture says the Lord rained fire on them from heaven. The Lord did what he did and destroyed them. When did that missiles created? No. You fucking idiot. That's why the Lord going and destroy these people outside. That's why the scripture say that the slain of the Lord shall be many. In Isaiah 66 and 15. And it says this. For behold, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai will come with fire and with his chariots like a whirlwind, to render his anger with fury and his rebuke with flames of fire. Them missiles is a part of the Lord's army. The Lord said he can go and destroy this place with water no more. He made a covenant. The rainbow, that was the rainbow. And he said, no longer will I destroy this place with water. But he said with fire. The Lord promised that. And his words ain't coming back unto him void. this fire is going to rain on this earth. You people outside here never see a day like that in your life before. Bombs will drop on this earth. The men of the Lord been warning all you for years. Bombs, nuclear missiles will rain on this earth. Well, this is what the prophets been saying over and over and over and over. This is what the Lord, the men of the Lord in the past been saying. They've been documenting it in the letters, in the books. Hey, the Lord show me this. Isaiah see it. Jeremiah, Ezekiel, Malachi, Zechariah, John the Revelator on the island of Patmos. Peter documented in 2 Peter. Jude. Right? Hey, Jude even said, Enoch also the seventh from Adam prophesied of these that the Lord cometh with 10,000s of his saints to render judgment upon those that live ungodly and so forth and so on. All the prophets been seeing fire coming on the earth, and this is the time we're living in. Zephaniah, Joel, right? Amos. Let's see again who. Oh well, hey, basically all the prophets. King David, Yahushai, hey, he's the man. Weeping and gnashing at teeth. We feel that what they're talking about. It says, for by fire, verse 16, for by fire and by a sword will the Lord plead with all flesh, and the slain of the Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai shall be many. Like these people and them who non-repentive, they're going to be destroyed. But the Lord been telling you that fire going to come on this earth. From since the time of the destruction, he said no flesh. He never promised you're not going to destroy all flesh no more. But he said he's going to destroy all flesh. So back then he destroyed all flesh. This time he coming back just to destroy the men who living on shit. Basically the United States of America going to be wiped off the face of the earth. Other people will still be here on earth. But the United States going to be wiped off. Clean. Right? And all they're playing games, all they're enjoying life. All they're enjoying life, all they're playing games, all they're doing all their own thing. Lord, they're playing with all they and all they will see that soon. They will see it soon, that the Lord not playing. Water isn't going to do it no more. But fire this time. That is what Peter said in the book of 2 Peter, 3rd chapter. I read from verse 1. It says, this second epistle, beloved, I now write unto you, that both which I stir up your pure minds by way of remembrance. Which ultimately going into what? Reincarnation. That ye may be mindful of the words which were spoken before by the holy prophets, and of the commandment of the apostles of the Lord and Saviour. Knowing this first, that there shall come in the last days scoffers, walking after their own lusts, and saying, where is the promise of his coming? For since the fathers fell asleep, all things continue as they were from the beginning of creation, which these people who scoffing clearly blind. For this they willingly are ignorant of, that by the word of the Most High, the heavens were of old, and the earth standing out of the water and in the water, whereby the world that then was, being overflowed with water, perished, which is what we saw when we just read the book of Genesis, the 9th chapter, 11th verse go down. But the Lord promised that, hey, I'm not going to do it by water again. This is what Peter is saying here. Back then the Lord did that, which was the first death. It says, but the heavens and the earth, which is this rulership right now, which are now, by the same word are kept in store, reserved unto fire, against the day of judgment and perdition of ungodly men. But listen this, water purifies and fire purifies. Gold tried in the fire. Fire purifies, it burns out all the impurities and everything. And this world right now, by the hands of the wicked, is ruling. The wicked is ruling, and the wicked bring this earth to a very impure state. Everything poison. But the Lord God and cleanse all that by the destruction to come. Burn up all the undesirables and reserve the desirables. So fire going to consume this earth, and there are instruments of fire physically that have the capability of doing the damage, and all your people still proud. Know why? But the Lord set it on all your heart. The scripture says the Lord set the word on all your heart. That's why we had to thank the Lord. That's why we, in this truth, had to thank the Lord by thank Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai. And hey, try we best to hold on to what we learned and keep that and move on into the kingdom, because these people and them don't know one fuck outside it. Right? Them don't know nothing. Them just bug the hell out. Right? We know the Lord. The Lord will show we what is to come. Say to Wada, Yahweh, Ba'asham Yahushai, Ba'asham Rakakodash. Okay? Say that. Because it's scary, I tell you. So, hey, with that, I will give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'asham Yahushai, Ba'asham Rakakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to the elect. Hopefully you've been edified. Shalom.